This is Randy with HomeSewn Georgia, and I just had a request to demonstrate how to use snaps in a sewing project. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. It just so happens that I'm finishing up a project right now that requires a snap. So I wanted to show the process for finishing this using a snap. So let's get started. Okay, this is what you're going to need for this project. When you want to attach a snap to something to close it so that it can snap and close, you will need something that looks like this. Now, I use plastic snaps. These have always worked well for me, and they are very easy to attach. So you'll have something that is the main snap piece, and then you will have a piece that looks like this, and you'll have this. Okay, so you will need one of each of these. They look slightly different. You'll be able to see once you get them. I always use this piece as the bottom or the base, and then this piece is the top or whatever is going to fold over and snap. You may do it however you'd like, but for me, I feel like it makes sense for this to be the bottom side. The taller side is the bottom side. And then you will need two main pieces. This is the snappy part. And then the other side has a little, there you go, you can see it, has a little spiky looking thing. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So you need two of the main pieces for each project and only one of each. I don't know, I would even call this the male and female end, kind of like cords have a male and a female end. This is kind of the same type of thing. So it is very simple, very quick, and very easy. You also will need a tool like this. So this is the Dritz brand, and it basically, I'm wearing mine out. It's squeaky now. This is what you will use. Your snap will fit right into the center of that black area, and then the other side, when you push it, it will shorten the spiky part on this, and it will cause it to attach to the snap. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So we have our piece. This is a pin pouch. I need for this to fold over, and I need it to snap front and center right there. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and I have just learned that there are tools that come with this. There's like an awl, is that what you call it? Awl, or a stiletto. Some people call it a stiletto. There are tools like those to make your holes. However, I have found that this is an easier way. So I take the little spike, and I'm going to just eyeball it. For me, I'm just eyeballing it, and I push it down onto the fabric. Now you will be able to feel it come through the other side. I have interfacing all throughout this top. So I'm just going to push this. It's kind of hard, but I'm just going to push it until the spiky piece comes out on this side. I'm not sure why it's not wanting to do that. Okay, and there it is. So you will see, let me see if I can get this. So it looks like this on one side, on the outside, and then on the inside, there's that little spike. Now, here's another shortcut, and this is just comes from doing it so many times. I've found this easier. In order to make your snap line up perfectly, so what you want, you've got to make sure that your bottom piece, okay, the piece that's going to be right here, all right, you've got to make sure that it lines up with this snap. So what I do is I fold my piece over where I want it to be. I'm going to want it to be just like this, okay? You got to make sure that you do it right, because otherwise your snap will be in the wrong place. It'll be misaligned, and you don't want that to happen. So I fold over, and I want it to look just like that. I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm going to press. I'm just going to press pretty hard. And when I do that, and I open it back up, let's see if it'll come into focus. Let me find it. Okay, so let's see. So there will be a little hole that you will see. It's right there. I know that it's not in focus, but it is right there. I can see it, and that's all I need in order to place my snap in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other spiky snap part, main snap, and I'm going to use that tiny, tiny pinhole as a hole to then drive the spike through. Now, you got to watch this, because it's not going to stay right here like this. This is just temporary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spiky thing, and I'm going to drive it through the pinhole that I just made from this. Let me do it again so you can see. So I took the spiky, see the spiky thing? Hang on, right there. You see the spike? So I'm going to take that spike, and I'm going to press hard down so that it makes a tiny pinhole. I'm going to use that pinhole as a guide, and I'm going to drive this main piece, main snap spike, in through the exterior. And what this is doing is it is creating a hole. So it has now created, I don't know if it can be seen. There it is. So it created this hole, and now I am going to put the spike part, the main snap, on the inside. So this is important. So you got to put it on the inside. So here's my spiky main piece, and make it go in that hole that I just created. Okay, so now my spiky thing is coming to the outside, to the exterior. Now all we have to do is put our little finishing pieces. So the spike comes through the center of this part. Okay, and again, this is like the tall piece. If you see, it's like this. So I'm going to place this on here, just like this, and I'm going to use my tool. The spiky part, the main part, goes on the black end, and I'm going to, so I'm going to just take this. I'm going to make sure that the black part lines up with that. I'm going to line it up, make sure it's fit on there. So there it is, like this. And then I'm just going to take my hand and squeeze. And it really doesn't take a whole lot of force, just squeeze. And when I do that, it presses the spike down, it kind of flattens it, which then secures the snap on. Okay, so this is the you can see the tall side right there. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Here's the top is going to be, I'm going to fix the smaller side. Okay, this just has a tiny rim on it, and I'm going to put this onto here, and then I'm going to take my tool, and you can probably see this better on this side. I'm going to put the black side, it fits right snug into the little black rim of this Dritz tool. So it fits right there. This side comes right here. I'm going to line it up. It fits nicely, nice and snug. And then I'm just going to kind of squeeze. And should be it. Now, this really doesn't take this long. It's very, very quick and easy, and it just goes so fast. But then you've got your snaps fixed on there. Everything is done, and then you just fold it over and snap, and it's done. That's it. Thanks for following along on this tutorial. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.